There's no business like show business. There's no business I know.
Hello. So this is part 2 of our Disney books.
We will link the part 1 down below if you didn't catch that already.
Let's get into it.
This is the first book which you would have seen already in our announcement video. That's the toughest Disney quiz book.
What was the 1 million point prize in the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Play It theme park attraction?
An annual pass.
Guests could win a Disney cruise for 4 people on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Play It, along with a leather jacket.
I mean, this book is not made by Disney at all. I think it was some person probably sat at home doing it one day and then sold it on Amazon, and I bought it. The questions are ridiculously impossible to know unless you have studied this book.
Basically, unless you are Walt Disney himself.
I don't think he would know the answer to some of these questions. Some of them are so silly. You know, what happened on Tuesday the 19th of January 1962 in Disneyland Paris? And you're like, well, I don't know. Probably wasn't built then, whatever. You know. But I mean, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? You know, we'll see.
Nothing like testing our knowledge of stuff we don't even know. This next book, Caroline bought me for Christmas, and I love it. It's the golden...
They drew as they pleased.
They drew as they pleased, the hidden art of the Disney's golden age, so the hidden art of 1930s. This is a great book. This is sort of, again, all different sketches from all the artists that have been...
It is a good one. I thought it was just about Snow White again, but it's not.
No.
It's about all of them films.
All of them filmed, and it kind of goes to show how nuts and creative the artists were. It's brilliant. So
it's part of the Disney 23 Club thing as well.
There's lots in it.
Lots of pictures to look at.
Which is always good. I could just sit here and look at it all day. But yeah. They drew as they pleased, the hidden art. It's a good one.
This next one is one of those things where I bought it for Sean for Christmas a couple of years ago, I think.
I love it.
And it's just one of those, I don't know why I bought it, because it's quite a random one. It's Disney during World War II. So it's just like the propaganda and things that they used. So on the back you can see like they did posters and including the Disney characters. It's one of those books where it's not the typical sort of Disney book you would expect. It does have history involved in it.
You gotta imagine that he was in, you know, the First World War, driving ambulances. It's interesting to see how these characters influenced, you know, the war effort. So you've got like Pluto and Donald. It's
just a bit of history that we thought we might as well add to our collection. It's just a nice little book to add in. We've got a lot of the arty sort of books, so thought I might as well mix it up a bit. It's not the most interesting of books, so I'll be honest, from my perspective, I prefer the looking through and seeing these giant pictures of, you know, sketches and things like that, whereas that one's a bit like, oh, I've got to read stuff.
There's a lot of history on that, and history is interesting. So this next one was again Caroline bought this year for Christmas.
I pretty much bought all of these.
She basically buys all my books, and it's the best thing in the world because I just...
Every Christmas, Sean knows, on his birthday, Sean knows he's getting a book from me. He'll never know which one it is because there's millions of them to buy.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's pretty much now a tradition every celebration.
It's great. But this one is brilliant. So this is the art of Pinocchio.
Disney's second film? Feature film?
Yeah. Yes.
My favourite thing about this book is behind the paper.
Oh yeah.
It's like a wooden texture thing. Underneath the book. You know, it's quite... The attention to detail at its finest. Well done, Disney people. It's just a book, like we have the Snow White one, it's just pretty much the same, but Pinocchio version.
So it goes through the storyboards of the films, to character development, to how the animators created facial expressions.
It's just a lot more interesting because you can buy the books more recently of, you know, I think like I said before, you can buy the Frozen, Art of Frozen, and yes, they are good, but this is where it started, these ones. The Snow White and the Pinocchio is obviously how they first developed it.
So yeah, the beauty of those is that they're hand drawn, and you see how the animators would look into mirrors and pull facial expressions to, you know, get the exact message across, and they always seem to hit that mark.
They get it right every time. It's like magic.
Like magic.
And then coming away from Disney briefly, we're just going to join up with Pixar. Pixar. I think your brother bought you this though.
Yes.
That's quite old, that one.
Yeah. This is before Inside Out and
yeah,
all of that.
It's quite a nice book. It's similar to the Disney book, which we've showed in the previous video. It's just obviously the Pixarpedia, so encyclopedia. You get it, yeah?
But yeah, this is a good one. So it talks about all.
It's a bit more child friendly, this one.
It's all colours, different characters, all their names.
Yeah, it's an easy read.
It is good. So all the characters.
They must have had a new one of that with the newest stuff in.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at that.
I think they did.
Next one.
This one is not your average kind of book, because it's not a book. It's a series of books, flip books, from the 9 Old Men. Now this, Caroline bought me, for Christmas a couple of years ago. So they come in a sort of very nice little display box like that, and it is.
They're flip books, aren't they?
Yes.
Each of the. So these are. I'm assuming the guys who each flip book is dedicated to one person.
These are the main.
So yeah, obviously the 9 Old Men and the 9 animators that obviously did the Disney films at the beginning.
This is great. So you've got Ward Kimball,
Frank Thomas,
Wooly Reitherman,
Les Clark, and Milt Carl.
John Lounsbury. Apologise if we're saying any of these names wrong.
Mark Davis, Eric Larson, and Ollie Johnston.
And you get a nice little, just a sort of collection book which talks about all of the artists and all of the flip books you get. But once again, it's a nice little keepsake, like the Disney sketchbook from part 1. It's good to see exactly where this stuff came from. Just fascinating, just amazing, just the best thing in the world. This is Caroline. This is her eagle eyes.
I was in a charity shop in Islington, and I'm always looking for new books to read. I've got millions of books I need to read, but I just, actually do. I was in a charity shop looking for books, and then this Disney book popped up. And at first I thought it was some sort of fake book, because it just looked so, D isn't as, the traditional D, and it just doesn't look at all genuine, but it is, and I think it was 1970 it was published or something?
1975.
That's before most of the, the Disney films that we all know. It's got obviously the Snow White, Pinocchio, those ones. So you can see Mickey Mouse here is drawn in a really funny way.
He's got ear holes.
And it just is so old fashioned.
So there were, next to this image, it says, for a scene from A Gentleman's Gentleman 1941, for a brief period during the early 40s, Mickey was given ears that worked in perspective. Tut tut tut. That was soon changed.
It's just quite like an old fashioned sort of book that, yeah, obviously someone didn't need it anymore and they donated to the charity shop, and luckily it fell into my hands.
Yeah.
It's just quite a nice little...
So a lot of the later books have obviously the older drawings, like Oswald and, before the main films kicked off. The later books have padded out with the more recent films. This one's full of the old cartoon sketches before the later films came around.
Obviously it's not being kept in the best condition with all the paper peeling, but it's, it's older than me and older than you, so it's probably worn better than I have. And then the penultimate book is The Illusions of Life Disney animation. Oh look, Ollie Johnston. Frank Thomas one of them as well.
Yeah,
So this is by the 9 Old Men.
2 of the 9 Old Men. So this is quite a cool cover. So it goes from black and white, tra-la-la, little drawing, into full colour, giving the illusion of life.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you. But
it's pretty much the same as the other ones. It's just again the sort of pictures, or just animation of it, of evolving work. Yeah, and it's I think it goes through all of not the most modern ones obviously, but again it's up to what's it? Oh, this is 101 Dalmatians. What's that one? Oh,
Sword and Stone. I mean, it's obviously talking about how they've created the animation, how it looks great, and it's just a really great book, showing from the sketches, character sketches, again to the animations, to backdrops. It's a heavy book.
It's a big book. Yeah, this was from Amazon as well.
But it's really good. Again, a nice little coffee table book.
And the final book is Walt Disney. It doesn't have a title.
It's The Art.
Oh, The Art of Walt Disney, yeah, on the side, there we are.
Basically, this is the up-to-date version, or as up-to-date as it can be, of the 1975 one.
Ah,
so this...
I get it.
Again, so they have quite a few of the old things that were in the 1975 one, but they've also got all of the feature films and all of that as well. It's beautiful.
It's a good book. God. It's a good book to have. It's just another thing. I mean, there's loads of books that we still need to buy. I mean, our collection is ever growing of books, so if we get any more, we'll let you know. That has been our collection of Disney books that we have for now. I'm sure there'll be some more introduced soon.
Bearing in mind we are going to Universal as well.
Yeah, loads more.
We will get some more. And saying that, we also have a selection of
miscellaneous. So we have other books which we'll do in another video, which is we have a couple of DreamWorks and Harry Potter art style books. So that'll be in another video. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. But for now, thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
This video. Please like and subscribe and all that jazz for more Disney stuff. Until then.
Ta very much.
Bye bye. Bye.